every year and every decade to come. How was that experience looks like for you to be a bishop in a country that is dominated by the powers who are actually Islamic people?
Well, I was happy that I was a bishop that time in the time of war, because I was there for the consolation of the people, to encourage the people, and to share their suffering. That's one thing, because when we were in Torit and the war started, people were running as refugees. And luckily, I'm only a refugee from heaven to Sudan, not to any other country. Refugees from heaven to Sudan. So I never a refugee, because those who have got gain my own people are this way. And it was not treatment. People were these people. They are Christian. We were treated.
You were imprisoned by Sudan, even the SPLA. What were the main? Because you were just actually
when they took Torit, was with the people.
When
the SPLA were taking Torit, other people ran. I remained with the people who could not run. I remained in Torit.
Yes.
So they put me in prison because I was with the government. I was not with the government. I was with the people.
Yes.
If I was with the Arabs, I would have run with them.
Yes.
But I didn't run. Yet they put me in prison for 100 days.
In Torit?
Oh, we were carried outside Kidepo. You know Kidepo?
Kidepo Valley, yes.
Yeah, we were carried in Kidepo Valley. That's where we were kept as prisoners, because when they are taking Torit, Kidepo side, there was the office also of John Garang. They had a kind of a SPLA headquarters in Kidepo Valley there. So we were there.
How was your experience being in a jail in a rebel control area by then? That was in which year?
The year? It was 85.
1995.
85.
85. How was the experience being in prison?
Well, we are people of faith and also of hope.
Yes.
And we could try to overcome all this, because the way we were in prison, if we are not people of faith and hope, it is very difficult. I remember one of the soldier was once with the Anyanya too, the SPLA brought. He was our guard. One day we were praying. During the prayer, we reached before consecration, I think. Are you Catholic? Before consecration, he said, stop. I said, but we are already in the middle of
the prayers.
He said, please stop. What's going on? He said, I will beat your buttock and the buttock of your God. I continue. I finished the prayer. And this fellow was a Catholic. James is a Noel. He told this. Unfortunately, I'm not happy. Unfortunately, after a week, he was run to mistreat. He was run to mistreat a prisoner, a young boy, and that young boy was in SPLA, and he was in SPLA also, SPLA prisoner. This young boy insulted him, say, "You cannot. I'm in prison, man. You cannot beat me. You, we liberated you from the Arabs. We found the Arabs were sleeping with you." This man became so angry. He shot his head with a pistol. He killed himself. This man who said to us, "We'll beat your buttock and the buttock of your God."
Yes.
Unfortunately, he tried to insult the small SPLA, and this SPLA insulted him.
Yes.
That you are a wife of the Arabs.
Yes.
When he heard this, he just took pistol and shot his head.
Mm.
I say, God, I hope you have not punished this man for what he has done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, I want us to talk about some of the achievements you made. One of it is in Kuron Peace Village. Can you tell us why Kuron Peace Village?
Yes, it is a peace village because that's where I wanted to start something in a lonely area where people could come and learn to talk about peace. We want to build a center.
Mm.
It could be a peace academy where people, if having conflict in South Sudan, like Yao Yao and
Yes.
the government,
Yes.
could come and have talk there,
Mm-hmm.
so that instead of going to other country, they could come to have talk there.
Mm.
Because when people talk about peace, we are going to talk. They go to big hotels.
Yes.
They forget the suffering of their people.
Mm-hmm.
We say, why not make a place here where people can come and reconcile?
Yes.
That was the reason why I founded Kuron Peace Village.
On your own evaluation, do you think the Peace Kuron Village has achieved its objectives?
Yes, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Even I was there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that now even we have the objective is that we have the neighboring tribes,
Mm-hmm.
the people from people and on the way to people,
Yeah.
and they come there and settle their problem there with among their other clan and so on. So I think it has objectives. And especially now, the good thing, now we have got primary school, senior secondary school, and vocational training for different tribes, not one tribe.
Yes.
And that is at least something that you are bringing people from different, the Nuer and so on, and the Kachipo, and the Toposa, and the Tuko, and all different. Even there are some Nubas there.
Okay.
So that is already, it has got its objective.
You happen to be sent to Rwanda after the genocide in 1994. This initiative came from, is it from the church, from headquarters, or who decided that Taban should go to Rwanda and reconcile the people of Rwanda?
Well, we belong to East African.
Yes.
We call Amichair, the Bishops' Conference of East Africa, called the Amichair. They chose me to go there in 1984. When still you find that the smell coming from the massive grave.
That was in 1994.
Yeah,
Yes.
1994.
94. Yes.
So there was still smell coming out
Yes.
from the graves. So I went and I saw them. I saw even the graves of the bishops who were killed. And I went to their refugees camp where they were refugees. Also, I went to them. So I was actually chosen by the East African Bishops' Conference, which called Amichair.
Amateur.
Yeah.
You happen to have received a lot of awards from even including Ban Ki-moon, former Secretary General of the UN.
Yes.
You also negotiated the peace agreement between Cobra faction that is led by David Yao Yao and the government of South
David
Sudan.
Yao Yao and the one of Yao Yao really, we were going by UN helicopter,
Yes.
and in the swamp we were dropped there. We were sleeping in the swamp area with a tent.
In Jebel Boom.
Eh?
In Jebel Boom.
Yeah, we were there. We were going, he was in a very swampy area. Even the tent we put, when you put it, you find water. So that is how. And then the people say clearly that Yao Yao is not here for himself.
Mm.
Yao Yao is here because of us.
Mm.
If you want Yao Yao, give us what we want.
Yes.
So the people in people wanted to be out of Jungule, to have their administrative area,
Yes.
because they were not being properly administered in Jungule.
Mhm.
They say Yao Yao cannot be just carried as if he has surrendered. No. The reason is that we need our state. So we work very hard. When I want to go to see the president, we go in the evening. I go and tell the other bishops, please, it's very difficult to sit down, to reconcile, to dialogue. But now with the present situation, there is a way of where people can dialogue. They can talk among themselves because they are together. So people should take the chance when people are able to talk together and eat together, and you can dialogue. So for me, I am happy because of this situation of South Sudan. Because no war means that everybody can dialogue. We can sit down and talk and so on. Because that is the only way of living together. You can solve problems by being together, by talking, listening.
Yes, Bishop, the fact that there is no war in South Sudan, but still we are facing insecurity challenges in many states in the country, and still we have holdout groups that are not part of the peace agreement. We still have agreement that is not being implemented. In your own view, is this the South Sudan you dream for, that you suffered for, and you are in prison because of that? What can you say about it?
You know, one thing that one day I was in the bank and people were coming and going, and people were not paying attention to me. Someone said, "Sir, I see you sitting here nearly for 2 hours. Nobody pay attention to you. Why don't you react?" I said, "How can I react?" I said, "I have been waiting for the independence of South Sudan for 40 years. He said, "No." But this you are talking to me for 2 hours.
Wisdom.
I've been waiting for independence of South Sudan for 40 years.
Yes.
And it came. Now you are talking to me for 2 hours? 2 hours has nothing to do for me. They say, "So I wish everybody have the spirit to think like yours." So that is one thing that we know. If still people can sit together and talk, there is always hope, a way of solution. That is, we have to pray that people can come together and sit. And like, if I'm not sick and so on now for nearly, since November I was here. So I can go and talk. They can listen. Because there is no way somebody can block me way to see those people like Riyadh, like the president, Salva Kiir. I can see them. And I don't say that there is problem. How can I help you? Anything? What difficulties have you?
Let's look at the role of the church, especially Catholic Church. They have been playing a big role in terms of peace and reconciliation and talking to different parties. Even right now, as we speak, they still have talks in Rome, Italy. And in South Sudan, what do you think the church, not only Catholic, but other churches as well, the role of the church for attending the peaceful and lasting peace in South Sudan? What do you think they need to step up for?
The church alone, even you see, we as human beings, God doesn't force us. He gave us the way of thinking, the way of reasoning, the way of, but He will not force us. The church is always ready to listen. And listening is different from forcing somebody to take a decision. We have to listen.
Yeah.
And then the rest, we pray and leave somebody to think. Because we are not here to dictate. We are not here to force. We are here to give good idea, to sit down and reflect and pray and leave God to do the rest. And one does he believe in God to do that, because that is also very important. So the church is always available.
Moving forward, Bishop, what do you see the future of South Sudan?
Well, the Sudan has very, 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 very great future. The Sudan has got a very great future. If we draw all the power that the Sudan has from outside, we have got lawyers outside, we have got many people who are really prepared outside to come and sit together and use that knowledge, give to the God, they give it them outside. Let them come and sit in their own ground. You see, I'm a Sudanese, I feel happy. I feel only happy that if I'm at home, I'm able, even on my own food, I eat this Sudanese, South Sudanese food. If it is prepared, it's better than even the European food.
Yes.
So I like that. So if people appreciate living together and coming to solve this, we have got a lot of potential in Sudan, and especially in South Sudan.
If we are to look at, we are heading to the the elections to come. What do you see the issue of election? How do you evaluate the election process that is about to come in the near some few months to come?
Well, we have to put many things in prayer, because elections here, are the people all now coming together? Are there people who sit outside who are not needed for this election? We have to work very hard to see that. Even, I know, even in refugees camp, people can vote. The percentage of the people outside, how much? We must work very hard to get them in, to be part and partial. And even with refugees, we should not look at the refugees as people who are coward or who are what. No. It is a part and parcel of our community.
Yes.
And people should go and talk to them so that they, even though they are in refugees, they still think as if they are at home. That's the most important.
Wow.